Damien Priest is Mr. Money in the Bank, or Senor Money in the Bank as he prefers, and not LA Knight. Yeah. Why didn't the obvious fan favorite win the briefcase? Why did WWE deprive fans of a potentially iconic moment? Is there something bigger in store? Or is it pure spite against somebody who managed to get over on their own? LA Knight is hotter than he's ever been in his career, and it's only 1 year that he's been on the main roster. Surviving the Bray Wyatt Pitch Black feud unscathed somehow stands out as one of his biggest achievements. Even legends like The Miz and Seth Rollins came out of their Bray Wyatt feud worse, yet LA Knight somehow came out better despite losing at the Royal Rumble. What might surprise you is that he's only had 10 singles matches on television since the infamous Pitch Black match. On the other hand, Damian Priest has had a bit of a mixed 2023. While he took an obvious back seat in the Judgment Day once the group completed its formation by adding Dominic Mysterio, he took on more of a significant role post-WrestleMania 39 against Bad Bunny. It seemed to be compensation for the fact that he was the only Judgment Day star without a match at WrestleMania, while the other three members, Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, and Finn Balor, all had marquee matches against top stars and legends. But that changed once WrestleMania season ended, as he's risen to importance once again, with the Judgment Day as a whole arguably becoming the second most important faction in WWE behind the Bloodline. But as of last month, tensions have been brewing underneath the surface in the Judgment Day, especially between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. There have been signs for months now, and while Finn Balor cost Damian Priest a match, at Money in the Bank, Damian Priest returned the favor, so to speak, when inadvertently costing Balor the World Heavyweight title from a winning position. Given that the Bloodline Civil War story is still ongoing, it makes little sense to have something similar with the Judgment Day. We wouldn't be surprised to see Balor and Priest on the same page, while also being cautious of each other. What the Money in the Bank win does for Damian Priest is it plants the seeds for a future feud between him and Balor. That's what makes the dynamic in the Judgment Day so interesting. Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley almost seem like they're in a world of their own, and it's hard to see WWE breaking up that partnership anytime soon. What seems certain is that WWE has huge plans for the Judgment Day going forward. Cody Rhodes might be the most popular babyface, and Seth freaking Rollins might be the top star of the brand, but that dynamic could change quickly enough. If Balor somehow finds himself with another opportunity and becomes World Heavyweight Champ, it will make for an interesting story. Perhaps the plans for the Judgment Day are much bigger for WWE higher-ups than a one-off moment having LA Knight win. What would have been worse is if LA Knight won and they had no plans for him, like what happened to Otis in 2020. Triple H addressed LA Knight's popularity and simply said that good things come to those who wait. That could be a huge indication that they still have plans for LA Knight. There's no doubt that LA Knight winning would have made for a greater moment, and that Damian Priest's win deflated the vocal London crowd and everyone else watching. But if there is a bigger story to tell with the Judgment Day by using the Money in the Bank briefcase, then perhaps it wasn't such a bad decision after all. One thing you won't hear is that Damian Priest is undeserving. Even the biggest LA Knight fans seem to understand Priest's potential. Is he ready to become World Heavyweight Champion right now? Arguably not, but that doesn't mean that won't change anytime soon. To add to that, Damian Priest has always proven himself to be a consistent, reliable, and solid worker. With a good look, good mic skills, and great in-ring ability, it was always going to be him or LA Knight as the frontrunners, and neither seems to be the wrong choice. All it needs is a good story to be told, and given the position that Priest is in right now, that is likely what we're gonna see. We wouldn't worry too much about LA Knight. As long as he gets consistently featured, he's gonna remain over with the fans. The shows in London proved just how much the crowds want to see him, and just how much they're itching to chant his catchphrase with him. Yeah! It won't be hard for him to bounce back despite this being a huge setback for him. If anything, he could come out of this even better than before and have huge plans for him that are far bigger than the Money in the Bank briefcase. Do you think Damian Priest was the right or wrong choice to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match? Let us know what you think in the comments section below.